Chelsea's search for a new manager to take them through into the promised land is ongoing. They have spoken to many candidates and now they have turned their attention to one Maurizio Pochettino. A controversial pick, yes, but perhaps the board feel like he would be the best solution for footballing reasons. Today we're going to be having a look at those footballing reasons and deciding whether he would improve Chelsea, and if so, how. Please like the video and subscribe, it really would mean a lot to me. But now, let's talk how Maurizio Pochettino could improve Chelsea. Here we have Chelsea's team that I think Maurizio Pochettino will pick if he were to become manager. We're going to go through the starting lineup, then we're going to be talking about how they go forwards, how they could defend, and some of the little nuances in between. Let's start off with the team though. We have Reece James at right back, Kepa in goal, Fofana and Badiashile as the two centre backs, and Ben Chilwell at left back. As you can see, I've got them set up in a 4-2-3-1. You can see that at the bottom of your screen as well. But what I think is really important with this is the two midfield pivots in Enzo Fernandez and N'Golo Kante. We're going to explain that in just a moment. But if we talk about the back line in combination with the two central defensive midfielders, another part of this that we need to mention is Fofana and Badiashile, two players who are very young. They're very good with the ball at their feet, which is absolutely crucial, and they're very good at recovering. That is a major point of this because of how high I think Chelsea are going to play going forwards. But talking about the two central defensive midfielders again, I think Enzo Fernandez is very good with the ball at his feet. He's able to really ping passes across the pitch. He's able to utilise the space that is created for others. And at the same time, he's also good at recycling possession. He's quite press resistant, which is very key. Not as key as other systems, but he's very good at it. And he would be complemented by the likes of N'Golo Kante. With Kante, he's able to slip into this central defensive midfield role and almost shuffle across, allowing Enzo Fernandez to go forwards. And he's going to want to go forwards to try and support the attack. The attack is going to be bolstered by the likes of Reece James and Ben Chilwell, who will want to be getting forwards more often than not, especially in this Maurizio Pochettino team. Moving forwards, we have Madueke out on this right hand side and we have Mudryk out on this left hand side. Now, these are both very capable young players and they're going to need time to be able to bed in and create those attacking motions that we have seen them do for other teams. But have no fear, they will be doing it for this Chelsea side, I believe, in Maurizio Pochettino's team. Kai Havertz will be taking up this central attacking midfield position. Yes, he's not a striker. I do not believe he's a striker. However, in this position, just behind the main striker, I think he could really up his game. He could find pockets of space in different areas and really utilise his ability on the ball and his vision to find passes into the striker whenever he needs to. Finally, we have our striker up front, and you might be wondering why there is a big question mark over his head. There is no name here. Why is there no name? Well, I actually don't believe that Chelsea actually have a striker that would be useful for them going into the future. I don't think Romelu Lukaku is the answer. I don't think Joao Felix is the answer, which means that Chelsea are going to need to invest. And invest in a striker, I think, is the main thing that they should be looking at in the summer. Going forwards, how would Chelsea go forwards? Right, well, Maurizio Pochettino likes to really be very aggressive. He likes to be very energetic with his teams going forwards, specifically through the wide areas. This is going to be facilitated by Madueke and Mudryk both coming inside. They're going to be taking up almost central attacking midfield positions just in front of the box. So if we move all of them forwards, I can show you how this happens. Kai Havertz will be playing in the middle of the pitch. Madueke and Mudryk will come forwards. Kante and Enzo will be holding out in those central midfield positions, making sure that they're able to recycle possession whenever they need to. Kante will be that defensive block as well. Enzo will be able to go forwards just that little bit, and really everything will become all right. Fofana and Badiashile obviously have the ball at their feet when they need to, recycling possession around like we've seen many other teams do. But specifically when they go forwards, Chelsea, you're going to see the likes of Ben Chilwell and Reece James really start to get high and wide. This is where Maurizio Pochettino likes to get his dynamism from. He likes to get it from the wide areas. If I just highlight these two areas for you here, this is where you're going to see a lot of Chelsea's fullbacks. Right on the edge, allowing the two wingers to cut inside. This will create different opportunities, different passing lanes for the likes of the striker to be able to make, for the likes of Kai Havertz, who will be able to link play up into the striker as well, and also recycling possession. They could recycle and keep the ball moving, which is very, very normal for a Mauricio Pochettino team. Pochettino likes to be dynamic, he likes to be aggressive, and in that aggression comes control. There is controlled aggression when they move forwards. So you've got Ben Chilwell moving forwards, you've got the likes of Reece James moving forwards, and all of a sudden it spreads the pitch, it spreads the defensive play. This makes the defenders really come out and engage the likes of Reece James, engage the likes of Ben Chilwell, which inevitably leaves space for the likes of Mykhailo Mudryk and Madueke. Now, I've got both of these as the main wingers because of their ability on the ball in close, tight-knit situations. They're coming infield, which means that you're going to need to be able to play the likes of a 1-2 with Kai Havertz, the likes of a 1-2 with the main striker, even perhaps making low field runs through into the box for passes from the likes of an Enzo Fernandez, or even recycling through an N'Golo Kante. This is all part of the dynamic play that Mauricio Pochettino brings to this side. You're going to have goals from Mudryk, from Madueke, you're going to have link play through the likes of Kai Havertz, who in this dedicated central attacking midfield role, I think he could really be the difference maker. And then with a really top class striker that we know Chelsea have the ability to go and get, I think this could really be a good thing for them. Enzo Fernandez, we've spoken about him just a little bit earlier. He will have the license to come forward just a little bit, perhaps even creating two central attacking midfielders with the likes of Kai Havertz, creating this box that you see here. If I just draw it for you, you can see this box right here. And then Kante will move infield, Badiashile and Fofana will split somewhat, and they'll be able to have even more possession. Again, like I said, Mauricio Pochettino is a very aggressive coach. He likes his teams to be very high tempo, high energy, high and aggressive. And that means that they have extra control. It means they live on the edge a little bit because we are aware of the amount of space that they're leaving in behind. But he trusts his team. He trusts their ability on the ball. He trusts how well they have, or how much ability they have going forwards, and how much control that his system will give them. Overall, this is an extremely dangerous system for the opposition to play against, and I do think that with some coaching, with some training, I think that Mauricio Pochettino could create quite the devastating attack here with this Chelsea side. But it's not only about attacks that we need to be thinking about with this Chelsea side and Mauricio Pochettino. It's also about how they would defend. And one of Mauricio Pochettino's main highlights and one of his real go-to strategies for defending is being extremely high and aggressive in the press. This means that the defensive line that they hold is very, very high. If you look how far that is away from the goal, this is generally where they would be. And what you're going to see is aggressive pressing. So from the front, you're going to see aggressive pressing through the lines, making sure that they all take up positions to be able to stop both passing lanes. We're going to highlight where the ball could be here. To stop passing lanes, you need them to stop the ability to really play out. And it's all about winning the ball higher up the pitch. We're all aware of how pressing goes, of how lucrative it could be, of how useful it could be in the transition. And then, of course, once you get your transition higher up the pitch, you have the likes of Madueke, you have the likes of Mudryk, who are both very, very quick, very good with the ball at their feet, and they also have the ability to be closer to goal whenever they make those turnovers, whenever they make those transitions. Another thing is, this is a very young team. If you think about Enzo Fernandez being young, Madueke, Mudryk and Havertz is only 23 or 24 years old, which means they have time on their side. They can build into this role. Reece James is very good at getting up the pitch, as is Ben Chilwell. Two very good wing backs, or two very good fullbacks in this scenario. It's a very young team, and which means that the pressing is going to be available. I think that with Mauricio Pochettino coaching this side, with the ability that he has with young players and the ability that he has to really improve young players, give him the chance to mould this side, to create a side with energy, with dynamism and a real cutthroat nature going forwards with a high press. I don't think there's anything that could stop this Mauricio Pochettino Chelsea side. The question is whether the fans would be able to get on board with Pochettino as their manager and this system as their main go-to formation. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But for me, Pochettino could be the way forwards. That's it for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave the video with a like and subscribe if you haven't for more content like this coming very soon. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. You don't want to miss what's coming up in the near future. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on Mauricio Pochettino and Chelsea. Who should be Chelsea boss for you? Is it Pochettino or is it someone else? If it is someone else, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. But like I said, that's it from me for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, my friends, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.